Okay, I'm gonna try to explain what's been going on this entire year. It was completely unexpected. It started way back in February, so it was probably like the second week of the month, and I was actually with my boyfriend, kind of like a mini vacation, which is local to me, but kind of just like a little getaway. And all of a sudden I woke up with severe pain in my right thigh, and for some reason, just because of the type of pain, I knew immediately that it was a flare-up, but I had no idea how serious it really was. So like over that week and the next couple of weeks, my leg was getting really swollen and it was very concerning. I ended up having 2 ultrasounds of my leg, which was very strange because I never have had an ultrasound on my leg before, but thankfully I didn't have any blood clots or anything. And then it wasn't until it was April, so I went from February to April just with a very swollen leg, tried to continue with my life, kind of tried to not worry about it too much, and hoped that it was going to resolve itself and the flare-up would end. And then in mid-April, I started having severe pain in my lower back on the right side, and my right leg was still bothering me, still very swollen, but the pain in my back was preventing me from breathing very well, and I already have a restricted lung capacity, so this was very scary. I would wake up from sleeping and I'd be gasping for air, and we ended up having to call an ambulance to bring me to the local hospital because well, for one thing, I couldn't physically get into a car, and so that was just we decided that was the best option, was to get checked out and get some tests done. I think I had another ultrasound and there wasn't any blood clot or anything, and I had I think I had a CAT scan, and it was so stressful. I wanted to cry. It was really hard to land that hard table. And so then we thought I was gonna go home, but I didn't. I got admitted. So they transferred me to UMass, which is in Massachusetts, and I had to ride on another ambulance. So it was medical transport, and that was the worst night of my life. They thought I had a bleed in my back, because on the x-ray that they took, it looked like a bleed, but we later found out it was a flare-up. It was FOP, and I guess it didn't show extra bone yet, so that's why they thought it must be a bleed, a hematoma. And oh my gosh, so I went to the ER at UMass. So first we had, they'd never room for me, so we went to the ER. I was there all night. I couldn't eat or drink for 24 hours because they thought I might have to have a surgery, and because of the hematoma, or the suspected hematoma. So I was living on ice for 24 hours, and I was so weak. I was so drugged. I had different medication in my system, so I was really out of it, and I had no idea what was going on. And finally, 7 a.m. the next day, April 14th, I was brought to a room, and we ended up eventually getting a private room, which was a miracle. I had the best nurse. She was like a godsend. That never happens. When you get admitted, you almost never get a private room, and I can't imagine having to share a room going through so much pain. But I was at UMass for 3 weeks, which was totally not expected. In that amount of time, I lost mobility in my legs. I don't even remember. It's really a blur. I'd have to look through my archives of photos and videos that I took. And then it was a very difficult decision. I knew I had to transfer somewhere, and I ended up choosing a place local to me and my mom in Connecticut. So I am currently at a skilled nursing facility, and I've been here since May 6th, and tomorrow is November 1st. And I did not think it would be this long that I'd be here, but the reason is that I cannot return to my home in Connecticut. It is not wheelchair accessible, which I'm like, there's no way it could be, basically, no matter what they would add to it or build on it. It just can't. The hallways are narrow, turning into the bathroom is a sharp turn. So I had to accept that pretty quickly, that I'm not going home. So then our search continued for a new apartment in Connecticut. We finally, we found something, but we weren't sure about it for a while. And it was just all this stress, and really isn't much to choose from around here. It's very small towns, and not much on the market that is wheelchair accessible. So I've been here, and it has been, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just been such a unique experience, and just never imagined myself in this setting. I never thought I'd be at a nursing facility surrounded by elderly residents and having basically 24/7 care whenever I need it. And just seeing how much my body has changed in this amount of time is just really, it just blows my mind. I just have never seen my body change so quickly. Even when I got here in May, I was able to bend my left knee. Now I can't. Both my knees are partially bent, and my right leg is still swollen. It's been swollen for, I don't even know how long, a couple months at least, and I just have pain off and on. It just goes through like every other week. It's something new, and I've had to adapt to so much, and I'm so exhausted. I'm just trying to do anything I can to maintain myself. I'm just trying to stay true to myself and find things that make me happy, anything that brings me joy, working on some hobbies and reading, writing every day, planning some blog posts, planning my Instagram posts. I'm so grateful for everyone who's followed me all this time and kept up with my life and everything that's been going on. It's just very surreal, and I could never do it without all this support. It makes it a lot easier for me to feel that love and comfort and prayers from everyone. So thank you so much for watching this if you got through it, and I love you all. Thank you for just supporting me and encouraging me and really caring so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you.